Hello everybody, welcome again to Daily Dictation 33. Nice to meet you. We've got some new watchers. Let's say hi. Hello to TK4JR. Nice to meet you. Amar6264 from Pakistan. Nice to meet you, Amar. Pabonaba. Really? Taj Singh 66417 from India. What's up, Taz? Tommy Echo from Poland. I love the name. Tommy Echo. I should change mine. Shane Echo. I like that. Reza 3542. Reza. Is it Reza? Reza from Iran. Nice to meet you. I know as Tina from Gwangju, South Korea. 반갑습니다. Patilla from Spain. Nice to meet you. And Chris Fry, Barcelona. I'm guessing also from Spain. Nice to meet you. Thank you to everybody for joining my channel. Before we begin Daily Dictation 33, we need to finish up Daily Dictation 32 about Fukushima, the nuclear power plant in the area. Let's listen to the story one more time.
A preliminary government report predicts it'll take 30 years or more to safely decommission the facility, and it could be decades before nearby residents who were forced to flee can return to the area.
This was a difficult story for many listeners. The tough words were right here and right here. Let me read the answers. A preliminary government report predicts it'll take 30 years or more to safely decommission the facility, and it could be decades before nearby residents who were forced to flee can return to the area. Very sad news for the people, especially here in this area, but also for maybe for everybody else too. A preliminary government report. Preliminary. When we say it quickly, preliminary. No, it's more preliminary. Preliminary. A preliminary government report. So, what does preliminary report mean? Basically, it means a first draft, a beginning report. They might make some changes. They probably will make some changes. But for the moment, we can give you this information, a preliminary government report. We say it quickly, a preliminary government, there's no T, report. Finish. Predicts. So it has some prediction. CTS, there's no C. It actually sounds like a CKS. Predicts. Forecasts. Says what will happen in the future. What will happen? Predicts. The weatherman predicts the weather. A fortune teller predicts your future. So a preliminary government report predicts that it will take 30 years or more. It'll take. Take, we can change take with require. It'll require 30 years or more. At least 30 years. It'll take 30 years or more to do what? So it'll take time to do something. It'll take time to do something. It'll take 30 years to do what? To safely safely decommission the facility. To safely decommission the facility. Here, facility means nuclear power plant. To safely decommission the nuclear power plant. And decommission, it's a difficult expression for daily English, not common at all in daily English. To decommission something means to take it offline. Basically, to close it down, to shut it down. So because it's a nuclear reactor, many dangerous substances, it's not easy to shut down. It takes time to safely shut it down. And they say, they predict, they guess it's going to take at least 30 years to shut down the nuclear power plant at Fukushima. But what about the area? The people who used to live in the area? And they predict, this is their prediction. So prediction number 1 is this. Prediction number 2 is this. Prediction number 2. It could be decades before. It could be decades before nearby residents, people who live in the local area, people who live close to the Fukushima nuclear power plant, the facility. It could be decades. A decade is 10 years. So decades, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. It could be decades before nearby residents. And what kind of residents? Who were forced to flee. It could be decades before nearby residents can return to the area. So if your house was near the facility, you probably won't be able to go back home for 20, 30, 40 years because it's too dangerous. The residents, what kind of residents? Who were the residents? The residents who were forced to flee, who had to flee. To flee means to run away. The burglar fled the scene of the robbery. Fled, F-L-E-D, is the past tense. Flee. When my students see me in the classroom, see me walk into the classroom, some of them flee. Oh my God, a white guy! I teach in Korea. Many students prefer to learn English from a Korean teacher. Why? Because the white guy is scary. Ah! I'm not scary. I'm very nice. Sorry. So, sorry, it's serious news, so I must be serious. The pronunciation, yeah, not too bad. Preliminary and it'll take. That was the difficult part. It could be decades. Quick. It could be, no. It could be decades before. Before. Preliminary. Predicts. Decommission. Decommission, yes. We have to say decommission. The accent goes here. Decommission. Predicts. Preliminary. Decades, the pronunciation is D-E-H. Decades before, so the accent is not here. The accent is here. Before, residents, there you go. Nearby residents who were forced to flee. Similar sounds, connected. Forced to flee, can return, return to the area. So it's a long article, Let's try and say it together. You ready? Say it with me slowly. 1, 2, 3. A preliminary government report predicts it'll take 30 years or more to safely decommission the facility. And it could be decades before nearby residents who were forced to flee can return to the area. Unfortunately, native English speakers do not speak that slow. Yeah, it's too bad. So let's listen to the AP reporter say it again twice, normal speed, and you guys try it too. Good luck.
A preliminary government report predicts it'll take 30 years or more to safely decommission the facility, and it could be decades before nearby residents who were forced to flee can return to the area. A preliminary government report predicts it'll take 30 years or more to safely decommission the facility, and it could be decades before nearby residents who were forced to flee can return to the area.
Okay, now, the next story I have is also from AP News. This is a story about a dumb husband. This man bought his wife an engagement ring, a diamond ring, $10,000. That's a lot of money, a big diamond ring. And somehow this guy threw the ring away in the garbage, in the trash. And the trash company picked up the trash and took it to the dump. The dump is where all the trash is collected together. But this guy realized, oh my God, I threw my wife's ring away. His wife would kill him. So he went to the dump and went through all the garbage and found the ring. Amazing story. After only 3 hours of looking. Wow. This guy is lucky. Very, very lucky man. Women, if you have an expensive diamond ring, never take it off. Keep it on the finger. If you take it off, only to sell it. Okay, good luck with the story. There's lots of words, but it has this word. I'll put it here. U-H. And many times when we speak and we don't know what we're saying, we use this word. Don't be confused by the word. It's a normal American guy speaking normal American English. Good luck. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I was lifting, chairs out of the way, broken glass, other sanitary items that I don't want to get into, but it was horrific, to say the least. I was lifting, chairs out of the way, broken glass, other sanitary items that I don't want to get into, but it was horrific, to say the least. I was lifting, chairs out of the way, broken glass, other sanitary items that I don't want to get into, but it was horrific, to say the least. I was lifting, chairs out of the way, broken glass, other sanitary items that I don't want to get into, but it was horrific, to say the least.